What's up, bro?
Back with another classic.
You dig what I'm saying?
Hey man, T.I.'s back. This is the reemergence of I'm Serious, trap music, and King. And it has some of the urban legend touches on it too. You know what I'm saying? With the John Legend and Rick Ross.
That's the key. That's what I'm looking for. Like that, I wanted to give people, a taste of what they already know they like, and give them, a dab of some stuff that they didn't even know they needed.
Hey, I stay away from paparazzi cameras. Hey, I'm a dope boy. I never been a scammer. Chill. Hey man, shouts out to The Money. He on the album. The Money's on the album. I think Masai did the track.
Masai did that track. Family Connect.
You got some crazy records on here, man. Just walk me through the album. Was this like everything you made specifically for this project, or was it some stuff you been had? We've been talking about this these hard drives you holding on to.
Yeah, man. Like that's the thing, right? You always come to me like, man, listen, man. You just need to let me get the songs and let me put an album out for you. You always say that, like, and that energy is really, because every time we talk, you always like, hey, man, what you gonna do with them songs, man? What you doing with the songs, man? Need the songs out. And you and other people had the same energy. It just got me off my ass. Like, okay, man, let me go ahead and put some records together and put this that. But the thing is, record as the days go along based on what I'm thinking about, what I'm going through, conversations I'm having, experiences I'm in the middle of, and like, okay, well, because it was always in my mind, if I put an album out, what kind of album is it? Do I want to do it like? Because I feel like the Dime Trap was like the evolution of trap music. You know what I mean? So those records were dedicated to the evolution of trap music. Like this is just kind of like, okay, what's this album gonna be about? And as I started just putting the records together, I say, well, what if it's kind of like 3 different projects in one?
It's really like it's 2 albums. I was gonna tell you that when we was on text.
Well, it's 3 though. I mean, it's not enough songs in each column. It's like 3 EPs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the
3 EPs, 1 album. 3 EPs, 2 albums.
Right. So it's like the first section, which is introduced by comedian Miss Pat.
Miss Pat going in too.
Miss Pat, raw as it get. I'm talking, hey man, Peruvian raw. You dig what I'm saying? So that's like the trap music era. That's the trap music side. All the people, the core fan base who want to hear me talk that shit, you know what I'm saying, the way dope boys do. But from a perspective of evolution, that's the section for you. You know what I'm saying? That's where you're going to get records like Ring, Pardon, you know what I'm saying? The introduction, the LIBRA introduction, and also Hit Dogs Holler.
Dogs Holler.
Yeah, featured Tokyo Jet. She went crazy on that.
Yeah, she did her thing on that.
She went stupid. And I asked her, right, the day she was doing it, I hit her before we, like, maybe about 12, 1, 2 in the afternoon, and we were supposed to meet up around 6, 7. I said, hey, you gonna do the song? She said, yeah, I'm gonna do the song. I said, hey, get up, like for real. Like you gonna come in and get up for real. You gonna do the too. Don't just come in there trying to be cute. Say, man, I got it. Just let me do what I do, man. Damn, and hung up the phone. And when she got there, bro, I was extremely proud. But anyway, so you go from that. Then you got the record with me and Snoop and Jeremiah. Dope. That's like I guess that's the let's get away of the trap music section. You dig what I'm saying? And that segues us into an interlude by Rhapsody. We call it the Air and Water interlude. And I just asked Rhapsody, bro. I just called Rhapsody, like on a cold call, just on some, hey, if you did some spoken word about me, and if it was for my album's called The Libra, what would you say? So she started asking me a few questions about what I wanted it to mean, and you know what I mean? And she asked me for a few songs. I sent her a few songs. And then the next day, Like, you know, by the time I woke up, she had sent me this, like, you know, let me know what you think about it. So I was like, man, this is perfect. So that segues us into the section of the album that's more like skill set, lyricism, you know, just unadulterated rap, you know. And you got, on there, you got songs like Respect the Code with me and Rick Ross. You got Make Amends with Jadakiss and Benny the Butcher. You got like what is that record? Half a Ticket with London J and Conway. Also Family Connect, which we were just talking about. And all those records is really, you know, I think those them urban legend records you're talking about. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you like songs like Bring 'Em Out, let's take that for example. Like if Bring 'Em Out was on this album, it would have been in this section. You know what I'm saying? And that takes us into the introduction to the third act. And that's, you know, that's the us or else elevated consciousness. You know what I'm saying? The more, I guess, politically incorrect version.
Yeah, for those who think they get it.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
I always got an opinion. Here's something for you.
Yeah, man. For the intellectual gangsters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who know that there's more to life than just got waking up, selling dope, and going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And Ernestine Morrison Johnson, or Ernestine Johnson Morrison. She got married. I don't know how she, but anyway, EJ is what I call her. So she's one of the most prolific poets of this generation, man. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the most poignant, one of the most knowledgeable, one of the most articulate, one of the most talented poets and actresses that I've, you know, experienced. And I've said before, I say it again, I think she's the Maya Angelou of our time. When she introduces this section of the album, and on here you have records like Horizon, where Tamika Mallory came in and, you know, she blazed them, representing her perspective, her position, her leadership in the movement, in the revolution. We have records like How I Feel, which is produced by David Banner. Horizon is produced by Ninth Wonder, by the way. Going to a record like How I Feel, which is produced by David Banner, featuring Killer Mike and Eric Bellinger. And we're going to get in some trouble for this record. You know what I'm saying? It's going to rub us the wrong way, you know, but that's what music is for. You know what I'm saying? Is to make people uncomfortable so we can have difficult discussions and actually figure out how to make some progress so don't remain so lopsided. But that's a record that I feel is extremely important because I know it scares a lot of white people. I know it do. And that's what it takes, you know what I'm saying? That fear, that concern, that caution is what it takes. Also in that section, you got records like We Did It Big with John Legend. You know, that's, I can't speak. I mean, We Did It Big basically in memory of in Big Phil and my partner Cap. And just talking about, you know, how great of a friendship we had, how much I appreciate it, how much we miss him, and the things that we went through, just kind of sharing our relationship and what it meant to me, to the world, and the impact of the loss, you know, how that impacted me. That's the toughest song I think that I had to make on this album. You know, that got me emotional, you know what I'm saying? I don't usually get emotional. I don't really feel much. You know, it got to me. I avoided recording that song for the longest. I knew what I was going to say and I knew what I wanted to talk about, but I just didn't want to take myself down that road and through them feelings until the absolute last minute. I love the way, and John Legend was gracious enough to do it, and so I asked him to do it like maybe 3-4, let's call it September 1st, okay? Asked him to do it, and you know what I'm saying, my people have been speaking with his people, said he was going to do it, said he was with it. And so I went, I had my birthday party, my celebration, and I went out the country. And while I was out the country, I got word back that he'd done it. And they sent it to me, and I heard it, and it was fine. But then on the way back, when I got back into the States, I saw he just experienced, his own tragedy. You know what I'm saying? And him and his wife had, had to endure the loss of a child of their own. And I've been through that. Me and Tamika, you know what I'm saying, we lost Leia in 2006 or 7. We lost a child before, and I know how hurtful it is. I actually had to roll my baby because they left the baby in the bassinet there. Even though she wasn't alive, they still left the baby there wrapped up in the bassinet for us to hold and, for a little while and making the arrangements. The coroner came to get my baby, and I just couldn't let them just put her in no box and drive and just push her down there. So I had to push my own baby. I pushed my baby in the bassinet or picked her up. I don't remember whether I I pushed her in the bassinet, whether I picked her up in the bassinet and went and had to place her in a coroner van. You know what I'm saying? I had to do that. But I'd rather do that than having somebody else handle her that ain't really, it's just another body to you. You know what I'm saying? To me, this is my baby. So I know how that feels. I know how much hurt comes with that. So for him, I don't know whether he did it before, whether he did it after. I don't know when he recorded it in relation to his tragedy or his loss. But for him to be on that record with me, it's like made it that much more significant to me. You know what I'm saying? And, after that record, man, going into Thank God, I wanted to end the album on a up, like on a note of optimism. You know what I'm saying? And Thank God is like, man, I made it. I'm still here. I don't know how I got here, but I'm here. Thank God. And I was playing the record. I was playing the entire album. I thought it was finished, right? So I was playing it for 21 Savage, my partner Doc, Ruggs was up here, Demani, Messiah, everybody was up there just they were playing card, gambling, and I was running around back and forth, just making some finishing touches, doing some things I needed to do to put the bow on the album officially. And 21 said, now see, man, did the kind of shit I be wanting to get on, bro. Did what I want to do. I said, well, get your ass on that end. He said, I'm up right now, man. I'm beating these out their money right now. I'm going to come back tomorrow, though. And I thought that was just to say while he gambling. You know what I'm saying? And just to show it showed up. Like, hey, what room you want me to go do it in? I'm like, oh, okay. And he knocked that guy in 3 minutes, no cap. 3 minutes.
Now, I've been watching 21's growth and maturity over the last couple months, and not just from that, like just for the last couple years, really. He
been sharp though. I remember him like when he first came in, dropped his first man. He been sharp. He been sharp. He been knowing what questions to ask. He been like, his mentality has always been, how can I separate myself from the rest of that bullshit going on? Like, that's always been his mentality, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I be here while everybody else doing that? And he asks, the moves he make, the actions he takes, it symbolizes that thought, you dig? And that's why I rock with him, man. I've been rocking with him from day one, and I love to see him shine. Like, his success made me proud.
What are some of the other, like, real young artists out right now that you really look at, like, that has the potential to be super, super great? Like, next level. That could really be something inspirational for their generation.
NBA is undeniably dope.
Who is that?
I think, if he can overcome himself, if he can master the art of controlling himself, I think that, it's enough. He have enough of a following to take it wherever, and he have, enough skills to take it wherever you want to take it.
Your audio went out for a second. Who did you say? Who that person?
Can you hear me now? Check.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say NBA. NBA has he has the following and he has the skill set. If he can master the art of controlling himself, if he can master the art of overcoming his own emotion and keeping it from allowing him to make decisions that can, adversely affect his future. I'm saying you can't deny that. That's that. Same thing for Kodak. You know what I mean? I
think with NBA, if he embraces what comes along with him having a kid with Floyd Mayweather's daughter, that may take him to another level. Floyd has some people on his team that understand what it is. Like, when you see Floyd popping and talking, it's not just all about him. It's a lot that went into that. It's a lot of people behind the scenes. Al Heyman.
I'm the wrong person to talk to.
Yeah.
The wrong person to talk to.
What do you think about? What do you think about?
I respect the man 100% in the ring. I respect everything he do in the ring. Everything got to do with boxing, except for his selection of opponents. But he's achieved in the sport of boxing, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I respect it because it's sacrifice, it's discipline. You know what I'm saying? It shows high levels of integrity for him to stick with it. Because I know at times it got bad or went left and could have quit and gave up, and, you know what I mean, and got beat. But, for him to stick with it and be as good at it as he has been, I respect it. Outside the ring, he's a coach. But in the ring, though, undeniable, must respect it.
No, but what I'm trying to say, though, is this. NBA YoungBoy is now going to be in the family, and the things that he had, the things that Floyd had.
You want to be in the family.
That's what I'm saying.
By how he talk. Go by how he talk. If you just hear what he thinks about, you know what I mean? I don't think he got any interest in being in the family.
Things change, but
they do. Absolutely. They do. That one time I felt sorry for brother. I felt sorry, like, I don't even rock with brother like that. He not my cup of tea. Yaya's daddy. My cup of tea never have been, but it ain't no real big deal. You know what I'm saying? We can coexist. And it ain't got to be us after each other, but it just ain't for me. But when I heard talking about this, man, yo, punk ass daddy, man, this ain't your punk ass daddy, man, fuck your daddy, you look for Teddy. That would hurt my feelings. Man, to just sit there and watch my daughter let her talk about me like this and not say nothing. That shit would hurt my feelings. So my heart went out to him for that, but that didn't last long. You know what I'm saying?
Not too long, but
you know what I mean? But I had just a little bit, like a little bit of strain. That tells you just this much of my heartstrings. And then I smoked the joint and got over it.
Back to this project. Because, we could talk about that for days. I think Lil Baby's definitely one of them. Like you said, Kodak.
Lil Baby, Thugger, Gunner, like all them, you know what I'm saying? That's just 21. That's just like, that's automatic. I'm trying to think. Let me see here. Doug, Sada Baby, Ian Corday, Damani.
I think Damani had one of the most incredible records last year. A lot of people slept on the record, but my whole thing with Damani was
people get him because he my son, and they think it's easy for him. You know what I'm saying?
But this what they realized. But this they didn't pay attention to. This is what they didn't pay attention to. Damani went to regular public school. He came out of high school, and he probably had the song actually recorded before he graduated, right after he graduated. For him to put a song out with the content that he had in that record, to be 17, 18 years old, says something about him as a person and him as a rapper outside of everything that he's been exposed to, living the lifestyle that he's lived by being your son.
Well, see, that's another thing that he also said in his music, that if people didn't listen to it, they wouldn't get it. He said he has a song called How Does It Feel? And the song is basically about, documents a moment of him that he creates, of course, where he's pulling up, let's say, to a store over there, let's say by the Trap Music Museum. And he pull up over there and hop out the car, walking in, and somebody who see his face and recognize him, be like, yo, man, you living good, bro. You know what I'm saying? You a millionaire. Your daddy got it, man. How does it feel? And and one of the first lines on one of the verses, he say, it feel like a mansion on the weekend, apartments through the weekdays. Man, nobody say. A lot of people think that Damani and Messiah are Tamika's children. You know, I don't know. Maybe because we all light skin. I don't know. but I think that to him, you begin to understand that he has perspective, and I think that his experience is unique. And he ain't just like trying to live in the lap of luxury. He won't even let me do for him. Like if he that I be wanting to do to help him and push his career, he be like, nah, I don't want you to do that. You know what I mean? Like he like, yo, if a label and partner with me and they believe in what I'm doing enough to invest this amount of money in me, man, cool. I don't want you doing it just because I'm your son, just because you rich, just because you can. I don't want it like that. I look at it, I was like, man, that's the dumbest shit in the world I have ever heard. I don't know what the is wrong with you. Where did you learn this?
From his daddy.
No. I wish my daddy would have put millions of dollars behind me.
There's a little twist though, but there's some similarities. It's the new generation.
I mean, it is. I had my level of pride. You know what I'm saying? I had my level of pride, but I wasn't gonna let it stand in the way of no progress. See, now what he need to do is spend more time around King. See, King let you spend the money. He don't care where it come from. Put it on me, Pops. I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? He just got to work his way through pains. You know, he had it's an awkward time right now, man. Between 15 and 19, you know what I mean? It's just a time where, you know, you're too old to be considered a kid, but you're too young to be considered an adult. You know what I mean? So it's just like a weird space where people got to kind of grow into maturity, grow into you growing up. They got to get used to you as an adult, as a young adult, and stop treating you like a kid. But then you have to grow into the responsibilities that come with being a young adult, so you can be treated that way. So it's a weird spot for him, but I think he'll get it.
Man, this album, like I told you, man, we talked this morning. It's incredible. I listened to it. I'm gonna listen to it again and again and again. I told Reggie tonight I might have to go on and make that movie, man. I might have to go 96, 97 Greg Street and interrupt the top 88 at 9 o'clock mixtape and just play the whole. So I hit Elliot already and told him how I needed to be edited, and he said he already got it taken care of. DJ Peanuts on the Zoom, so he probably gonna send it to him. So you might need to be ready tonight. I don't know what's on your agenda for this evening, but you may have to call into the show.
You ain't said nothing. Can't scare me with a good time.
Man, thanks for checking in. Of course, tomorrow morning, the Big Ticket Morning Show, the Morning Culture, T.I. is gonna be in the building. But tonight at midnight, LIBRA. And what does LIBRA stand for?
The wait is over. That's not what the LIBRA stands for, but the wait is over. Midnight is when you can get the LIBRA. The acronym, the LIBRA, is the legend is back running Atlanta. And before we wrap up, man, I got to say this. The legend is back running Atlanta. But before we wrap up, I got to say this, though. Ending of the album, the last track on here, probably one of the most proudest moments, and I know that probably ain't probably most and proudest don't go together. I know that. Just stall me out, okay? Grammar police. The proudest moment that I've had, you know what I'm saying? One of them at least is Deja appearing on my project. She decided that, you know, she had enough to say on behalf of herself and the women of her generation. And it was prolific, eloquent, poignant, you know what I'm saying? It's called Deja's Conclusion. So all the bullshit that we've been going through for the past year or two, what she's taken away from that, you know what I'm saying? What she has absorbed, what she decided to keep and what she decided to throw away, what she decided to you know, I guess inherit, what she decided to discard. And hearing it from her mouth, like how she feels, I ain't even ever heard her talk like that before, to be honest with you. She ain't really no in the spotlight, center of attention type of person. So when she said, yeah, sure, I was like, yo, if you ever want to speak for the women in your generation, you know what I'm saying? I got a spot for you. I said it thinking she was going to be like, man, stop, Pop, I'm not doing that. But she said, okay. And I gave her a deadline, and she met the deadline, and she sent it to me. And I say, it is real. I mean, that was truly a milestone, a highlight of my life. So,
hey man, Expeditiously, T.I., the album, The Legends Back Running Atlanta, tonight at midnight, big things popping, little things stopping.
You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, stand away from paparazzi cameras, man. No boy, never been a scammer. Hey, the TLC line is crazy too. The TLC line is crazy too. So you know I've been listening.
Hey, look, I wanted to show some love because I heard that Tion felt like, you know what I'm saying, some kind of way I didn't show her some kind of consideration at some point after Lisa died, when I was oblivious to it. I never, at that point in my career, I probably didn't even know that they knew who I was. Man.
LA didn't even know.
I wanted to get him.
LA didn't even know. You know, they probably didn't know.
Man, LA didn't even hardly knew who the fuck I was. How am I supposed to know that you guys was up on T.I.? Nah, but I don't know what you're talking about. One day, man, maybe we'll get together, man, you know what I'm saying, and have a drink about it. She'll share it with me.
All right, homie. Well, I'm riding to the album. Stay tuned. I may turn loose tonight.
Do what you do. You can't hurt nothing. Listen, thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I feel like not enough people know that when I first started, I couldn't get on the radio when nobody would play Dope Boys. Nobody else would play Dope Boys and trap but Greg Street. It probably wouldn't have led to me doing trap music, because the success of Dope Boys that was spearheaded by you. The success of Dope Boys is what led to me saying, that's what they like, I'm going to give them a whole album of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of set this off in a way that, you know, nobody else could have or would have. So I appreciate that, man. Love.
But you know, like, from the beginning of my radio career, a lot of people don't know that, like, that was kind of like my MO. I always knew what was going on in the streets. Like, always, from UGK, Scarface, Ghetto Boys, Master P, E40, Redman.
Selling dope on the low, Greg. Let me find out you were selling dope on the low.
Never sold it. Hey, but guess what? Hey, but guess what, though, Tip? Don't sell itself.
You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is show up.
Hey, I was making so much money DJing, I was in that era, I didn't even know nothing about crack. Oh, God.
Well, you so
I was going to the club DJing, and everybody was hustling, selling dope. I didn't even know what was going on.
Man, you so fortunate. Look at God.
Homie.
All right, man. Love, bro. I appreciate you.
All right, boy. Tonight.
Yeah, Sirski.